Why is one eye always better than the other? The yellow, what is it called actually? What is it, yellow submarine? I don't know. Oh, punch. Well, hello my beauties and welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm 43 and from the Netherlands, hence the accent. And as you saw by the title, this is 5 looks in one video, so I hope it's not too long. Timestamps for the looks will be down below. This is the last look that I have on my face. The review is up, so if you want some tips and tricks and what I feel about the Alien palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, go check out that video. But yeah, for now, let's just get into the first look. Anyway, look 1 with the Alien palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and you see I have one eye done. And that is just because after the trouble that I had in my first impression, I wanted to kind of practice. Does that make any sense? So yeah, this is what came out for look number 1, and I will show you how I did it. I'm going to start with this brush, which is small. It is a bit domed, and the color tall gray, which is this one, which is a bluish gray. I haven't done my base, and I'm glad I didn't, because I had fallout on this eye. Does not really matter, but just so you know. And then let us pack on the first color, tall gray. I'm patting, and I'm still tapping it in, because my base is still tacky. I cannot swipe if I wanted to. And doing it this way, you kind of set your base with your eyeshadow as well. So yeah, okay, and that's down. Let's bring it down as well. Okay, want a bit more here. I'm placing the shadow. That's basically what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm switching brushes. This one, which is the same type of brush, but it has a little bit more of a point. I'm going to go into the color Phone Home, which is this one. That one. That is going to go on the inner part of my eye. I'm just going to pack it on. And this is a very easy color to blend, so I'm kind of blending, also bringing it a little bit over that gray. So basically I'm, well, blending that gray with the color Phone Home, which I just put down. Okay. I'm going to switch to a fluffier brush in the color Tall Gray, just a tiny bit, and then I'm going to blend, do windshield wiper motions, some circles, and sometimes when I feel I need it, I kind of dip my brush into that tall gray color. Okay, I'm going to go to my pointy brush, yes, into the color Black Hole, which is just this one. It's the black. That's going to go lightly in my outer corner to darken it up a bit. I'm also flicking it in a little bit, and then whichever is left, I'm kind of bringing in. Next, I'm going to take the color Pluto, and I'm basically going to cut the crease. I'm going to use Pluto, well, the same way I would if I was to cut the crease. And Pluto is this one. It's the lightest shimmer. I'm going to pack it on my brush. I'm going to spray, and then I'm going to, well, basically plop it on my eyeball. And I want to be kind of precise with it, so I'm doing my eyebrows up to get my skin taut. And I'm basically going to do the same thing I would if I cut the crease. I'm starting at the edge, and I'm actually tracing that line. And then I'm basically filling it in. And I'm kind of cutting the crease, only then with eyeshadow. And now I'm kind of swiping with whatever's left on my brush underneath the eye as well. I'm going to clean up there. I'm going to put on my base and my eyebrows and that goodness, and then I will be back and we can kind of finish off the eyes with the bottom and such. So hold on tight, I'll be right back. So that was the mascara. What I'm going to do now is my Falsies and then a Lippie. The Falsies I'm going to wear are the Girls with Attitude Swept Away. The look doesn't need Falsies. It's very, very pretty as is. I just want to wear Falsies. So this is how the look turned out, including a Lippie. and Falsies. I think it's really, really pretty. The Lippie I have on is a combination between the Jeffree Star Can't Relate and the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in Cookie Butter. But yeah, this was the first look with the Alien palette. Get ready for the next one. Look number 2 with the Alien palette. And as you can see, I have been playing / practicing again. And I will show you how I did it. I am going to start with the color Martian Soil, that one, on a fluffy brush. I'm going to place that basically on my entire eye, with the exception of a part here. Starting with a very fluffy brush. I want to build the color up today. I haven't set my base. I'm going to take a smaller one into the color Gravity, which is this one. That's going to go, or actually just on the edge of the Martian Soil. I'm not tapping off my brush. I'm going to place it on the edge here. I'm going to blend down a tiny bit and then a bit up. Switching brushes to a more fluffy brush to blend it out, to help fade it a bit more in my skin. Okay, yes. Switching back to the brush I just used in the color Martian Soil, which is the first color. I'm just going to intensify that color. I'm still kind of tapping it on because I'm stamping the color on a bit. I'm kind of making sure it's not patchy. I'm stamping it on my eyelid and I'm still leaving this part open. Yes, okay. Because this one has a little bit more of a point. I want that one. I'm going to go into the color X-Files, which is this one. That's me. That's going to go well, basically there where that spot is still open. I'm going to stamp it on in my outer corner and then kind of bring it in. Looking forward to see if I'm just as high as here, because I'm kind of going to create a wing. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing it straight in. Do you see? I hope you do. And then when I look down a little bit, I can kind of see where I need to bring it to. I hope that makes sense. I'm using the tip of this brush. That's why I grabbed this brush, because it has a tiny bit of a tip. And then very, very gently bringing this color in a bit. And then it's just basically, well, deepening it up, flicking it in a bit to get it to blend with that yellow, grabbing a little bit of shadow if I need it, and just kind of finesse until I'm happy, basically. I'm cleaning my brush off. I'm just going to blend a bit. I'm going to switch to this, which is a flat brush, yes. I'm going to go to the color Area 51, which is the purple. And that is I'm going to stamp that on my bottom lashes first. And what I'm going to do now, so I picked up a bit more. I'm going to stamp it up to kind of create a wing. So I'm at the moment creating a wing with that purple. No extra product on the brush. I'm going to flick it in a bit. Yes? Okay. Switching brushes to, let's get you this one. No product. I'm going to blend that purple into the grayish brownish shade. I'm taking a tiny bit of Area 51 on the tip of that brush for that outer corner, flicking it in from that line. I hope that makes sense. Blend here a bit. It is. Why is one eye always better than the other? Anyway, the eye look is actually almost done. There's one color that I want to use left, and let's change brushes to, well, this is more of a pencil brush. And I'm going to go to the color Interstellar, which is this one. That's going to go in my inner corner and then around my tear duct. And I'm also going to bring it on top of my mobile lid a little bit. But okay. I'm switching brushes to this one, which is a very, very fluffy but also loose brush. This is the Morphe M562. I have the palette here and I'm just doing that. And that, after I tapped it off, is going from my inner corner on top of my mobile lid. I'm going back and forth. I don't want to change the color underneath. I want to give it that shine. And then I'm going to glue that underneath without any extra product. So there is the eye look so far. I am going to do the rest of my face and then I will be back to, well, show you the look just before my falsies. So hold on tight, don't go anywhere. Everything is on. I thought about pairing it with a nude lippy, but then I was like, nah, it's been a while since I have worn something as dark as this, and as dark as this is a Gerard Cosmetics Hydra matte in the color Night Rider. And I think it's pretty. Oh yes, and I also put the purple BFF mascara on my bottom lashes. I'm going to plop on my falsies and then I will be back to show you, well, the finished look. So don't go anywhere. Basically, but yeah.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Falsies are on, and the falsies I ended up choosing are a pair from the Ranis Lash collection from Blush Stripe. They don't have a name, but basically they're pretty open and very flared out. Does that make any sense? So that I really get that eye shape. So this is the second look and I like it. I like how it turned out. It's still light for me and a little bit crunchy. I don't know. I like it. Let me know down below if you like it too. But for now we are going to go to the next look. Look 3. And as you see, yes, do I need to explain it? The rest of my face is done as well because this almost had no fallout. So I thought, let's just do everything on the face. I want to start with abduction. So I'm taking a fluffy brush in the color Abduction. That one. That's going to go high on the crease. So not in the crease, but high and kind of around my eye as well. I haven't set my base and I'm just going to tap it on. I'm just going to keep stamping and adding until I'm happy with the pigmentation. And I hope you can see I'm leaving quite a bit of space open. It's also going to go around my eye a bit and then kind of blend like so. I'm going to switch to this brush, which is smaller and a bit denser, and yes, I'm going to go into the color Flying Saucer, which is this green. That's going to go in the outer corner mostly to darken up the outer corner, and I'm also going to fade it into the crease a bit, patting this on as well. Then I'm kind of blending it over that first color, doing circles in my outer corner. And with the tip of this brush, I'm bringing it down, like so. Yes? Okay. Going to bring it in a bit more, just fade it onto the lid. And now I'm just going to slowly fade it in. Going to build it up a bit later. Just using the tip of the brush to lightly lay down a bit of color. That's what I want. Okay. Taking a different brush. It's small and fluffy, into the same color Flying Saucer, just a tiny bit, to blend the edge a bit up, a tiny bit. Then I'm dipping back into Abduction, which is that first color, that hot neon-y green, to blend on top of that again. That's basically what I'm doing now. I'm stopping now, changing to a flat brush, and the color Moon Rock, which is this one. I'm going to pack that on my outer half, the outer half of my mobile lid. It's dry. This is going to overlap that green, and I'm, as you can see, bringing it into the crease a bit as well. I'm leaving the inner part of my mobile lid free, but I want this color in a bit here. Yes, also want it a bit down, just the outer part of my eye, close to the lash line. Okay, that's it. I'm cleaning this brush. For the next color, which is going to be a UFO, that gold shade. Well, that's basically going to go where I have no shadow. This is dry as well. And then I'm fading it on top of that first shade, the first shimmer. And just make sure that everything is kind of nice and seamless. It's going to go underneath my eye as well. And around my tear duct. So it is very, very pretty already. But what I did, is I took the color Alien and I just tapped my brush in very lightly, and then I patted that on top to get it to be a bit more green instead of yellow. Okay, and now it's actually just a question of do I want that green a little bit darker? Yes, I do. So I'm taking this brush again into the color Flying Saucer, that one. I'm going to darken up the outer corner a bit and the crease here. So I placed that green shadow. Switch brushes. I'm switching to the first one I used. I'm just going to blend everything together basically. And Pluto is this one. Now the eye look is done, I'm going to put on liner and mascara and I'll be right back. So, mascara is on. And liner is also on. Liner I use the gel pot from Maybelline and I kind of smoked it out a tiny bit. I'm going to plop on my falsies now and then I will show you the look, well, when it's completely finished basically. So, I'll be right back again. So here is the finished look. And this is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in Cookie Butter. And I freaking love this color. Oh, I love it so, so much. But yeah, here is the look. Look number 3. Let me know down below which one is your favorite. But here comes, well, the next look. I need to work with this particular purple differently. So let me show you how I work with, well, usually purples like this. I'm going to start with a bigger fluffy brush. I haven't set my base. I did use a very sticky eyeshadow primer. First the Catrice Paint Pot, then the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, and I haven't set it. I'm going to start with the color Area 51, which is the purple. I'm going to stamp that on my eye with that big fluffy brush because I'm going to build up the color instead of blend it out. Just laying down the color. As you can see, the way I do it now, it kind of blends itself. Okay, next brush is slightly smaller. Same thing, just lower. And then blend a little bit to kind of make sure it's not patchy. That's basically what I'm doing now. This brush, small, same color. Now I'm going to place this even lower and on my eyelid. Now I'm deepening up the part that you see here. I'm not going to cut the crease, but it's going to kind of look like I did. Now I'm going to place the shimmer shade first and then I'll look from there. So I'm going to take Space Cowboy on a flat brush. It's going to go on my mobile eyelid and a little bit higher so that I can see it when I close my eyes. So basically I'm going to start where I would, well, kind of cut my crease. So now that I have placed it, I can see if it is as high up as that shade is. It's not. So I'm just going to bring it up a bit higher. Okay, now the finessing part. I'm going to take this brush without any product. It looks dirty, but it's not. Just going to go over the edge here. Now I'm dipping into Area 51, which is that purple. I'm running that along this edge. I need to bring it a little bit higher on this side as well. Now I'm taking a fluffier brush again. It looks dirty, but there's no extra product. And I'm just going to blend the edge. That's basically the eye look. What I can do is take a very small detail brush, a little bit of Area 51, that purple, and just kind of run it close to the lashes. Because I think I did that on this side as well. A little bit of Pluto in the inner corner. And that is the eye look. So far, I'm going to clean up there. I'm going to put on the rest of my face and then we can, well, finish off the look together basically. So hold on tight, I'll be right back. So, base is on and yes, I did a thingy there and I will show you what I did. I took a small brush in the color Alien. The pretty green. I just freaking love the combination between the dark purple and then a bright yellow or a bright green. So I have it on my brush. I'm going to stamp it on my bottom lashes, bring it around the tear duct. And then what I did, I took a little bit extra and I actually traced that edge of the purple and the brown. And because this is a shimmer, I can put it on top of a purple without it turning muddy. A tiny bit, making sure that it is not a really very harsh line. Then I took a flat brush, tiny bit of Space Cowboy, which is that a brown shimmer, and just stamp it a little bit there. Just a tiny bit. That's it. Mascara on the bottom lashes, and then the eye look is done. Oh no, I'm lying. I plopped this in my waterline as well. Essence in the color Go Green. I'm going to do that on this eye in a minute. I'm going to put on my falsies, choose a lippie, and then I will be back to show you the finished result. So hold on tight, I'll be right back. Lippie is on, falsies are on, everything is on. Falsies are So Glam collection in London. Yes, and I have no eyeliner on, by the way, just so you know. Lippie is from Jeffree Star in the color Self-Control. So here is, well, the finished look. Ignore the mascara smudge, I haven't gotten rid of it yet. I like it. Let me know down below how you like it, and let's get ready for the last look. So the last look with the Alien palette, and as you can see, it is pretty colorful and a little bit more intricate than I did in the previous looks. And I wanted to, well, I started simple and then I went playing, and this is what came out basically. So yeah, I really like it, and let's just get started. Oh, I need to prime my eye first. Okay, done. Let's get on with the first shadow, which is going to be Abduction. That one. I'm taking a small brush, the E36 from Morphe, which is just a very tiny, it's like a bullet brush. I'm going to pack the color Abduction in the inner third of my upper eyelid, basically. I'm just going to tap it on and then a little bit in with whatever is left on the brush. Same brush, I cleaned it. I'm going to go into Martian Soil. It's going to go next to that. In the center, I'm going to pack this on as well. I'm tapping a little bit over that first shade that we placed down. I'm also tapping it on top a little bit to kind of get a pre-blend going, something like that. Okay, let's take a brush. I have this one, it looks dirty but it's clean, and I'm just going to blend the edge of that orange. Don't want it up too high, I just want to fade it out a little. Same with that first shade. A little bit on the edge there, like so. I am going to use this brush to pull this shade down a little bit, like that. Okay. Next, I'm going to grab a different small brush. This one, I'm going to go in the color Area 51, which is the purple. That's going to go on the outer corner. I'm just going to tap this on as well. Let's tap it over that color a little. I don't really want to blend. I am going to, but I'm taking a different brush and I'm going to go between Gravity and Phone Home, these two shades, to blend these two together a tiny bit. So I'm just going back and forth with my brush, and then I'm going to do little circles, just a little bit, to get that to blend a bit. And I don't want to lose either of the colors, if I can help it, but I do need a little bit of a blend, you know? Okay, that's about it. I'm cleaning that brush. I'm going into Area 51, which is the purple. That's going to go a little bit here. I'm just going to blend it out with itself a bit, basically, and drag it forward a little. Bring it down a tiny bit, just with whatever's left on that brush. Switching brushes, going back into the color Area 51. It's almost like I have heartpan in that shade, because it's actually quite difficult for my brush to pick up any product, and I really need to swirl. Just going to deepen up the outer corner a little. Okay, cleaning that brush. I'm going to go in the color Ghost OG, which is this color, to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. Don't mind it if it is on my mobile lid. A little bit of that color Phone Home to put on top again, because I don't want to lose the purple color. I'm intensifying that purple in the corner here a little bit. I will clean it up in just a second. First I'm going to bring back a little bit of the purple here. Yes. I'm dipping back into Martian Soil, which is that mustardy yellow. Just to place it back here a bit. Like so. And I can always finesse the rest later. We're going to the shimmers now. Where's my brush? There it is. I am going to pick up the color Probe, that one, on a flat brush. I'm going to spray. That's going to go, well, on the outer part of my eye until about there, basically. But I'm starting on the outer corner so that I have the most pigment on that side. And then I'm basically going to treat it like a cut crease, carving out where I want the shadow. If you want to, you can cut the crease. I just don't want it today. I'm just going to pull it down a little, diffuse it a bit, like so. Okay, I'm cleaning that brush. I'm going to go into the color Space Cowboy, which is that brownish shimmer. And that's going to go on the outer corner, on top of that first shimmer. I'm just going to flick it in. It's also going to go underneath my eye. I have quite some fallout from that shimmer shade. That's why I haven't done my base yet. So yeah, so we have that. Let's see if it is even-ish. It is. I'm getting this small brush and just without any product go over this edge just a tiny bit. I blend these two together a bit. And it is not that you really see the difference between that green and that brown. I just want a little bit of that depth back. Then I'm going to get a different flat brush, which I'm cleaning now. Into the color Moonrock, which is this one. That's going to go on the inner part of my eye, but until about there. I'm going to spray that as well. And I'm going to pull it over that darker green shimmer to blend them together. Also want it underneath my eye. I'm cleaning it because I'm going to get the color UFO, which is that yellow gold. That's going to go in my inner corner, a little bit on top of Moonrock that I just placed, and a little bit on top of that matte shade. And you can see how much fallout I have here. So let's just get a makeup wipe and clean that off. I'm going to plop on my mascara now. I'm not going to put on liner. So here it is with just mascara. I haven't done my bottom lashes yet because I don't know if I want a black mascara or a colored one. So when you see me in just a second, I will have, well, the completed look and we can finish off the video basically. Everything is on, falsies are on, face is on. And I really like how the look turned out. On my bottom waterline, I plopped the yellow, what is it called actually? What is it, yellow submarine? I don't know. Oh, Punch. On my waterline, I put Punch from Colourpop, yellow eye pencil, and the yellow mascara. Oh, I put on my bottom lashes as well. The falsies I have on are Sosu in style Kylie. On my lips is the Essence Color Boost, Mad About Matte in the color Dusty Romance, and this one, this is new. It's a Plumping Nudes lip gloss from Essence in the color Big Softy. So that's on top. The rest of the makeup will be down below, I hope, or at least my blush, highlight and that goodness. But yeah, this concludes the 5 looks in one video. And When I started doing looks, when I had bigger palettes, I would do 5 looks. I would do separate videos on them, but I would do 5 looks. And then with the smaller palettes, I would do 3. So yeah, that's a little bit of what I want to bring back, especially with a palette like this. The possibilities are almost endless. So yeah, let me know down below if you liked the setup of this video. Again, what was your favorite look? Are there any color combinations that you still want me to do with this palette? Because I can. It's a fantastic palette and I want to play with it a little bit more. But yeah, that was about it, to be honest with you. If you like me and my content and you want to be subscribed but are not already, you know what you gotta do. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.